Why, hello there, my fellow agents. What's up? It's Robbie with Open World Games, and yes, we are talking about Tom Clancy's The Division once again. I know that this is probably one of your most anticipated games of 2015, and I cannot blame you. As always, use the video guide in the description. If you are short on time, you can skip ahead to the info that you seek. So what about this closed beta or playtest? That's right, Ubisoft Massive is inviting anyone and everyone with gaming experience to test out their game. Of course, you will not be allowed to talk about any experiences you have during this playtest. But once again, this is very, very good news that they are taking such steps to test out their game, which I'm hoping is they're treating it like their baby, their new franchise that they are going to be bringing us for the next 10 years. That's what they did say. So if you are interested in this, go ahead and check out the description below. You can check out all the testing rules. Again, if you do apply for this, expect not to talk about Tom Clancy The Division at all. You have to be an extremely trustworthy person to participate in any sort of private testing like this. But get to it, check it out in the description below. But I do hope this indicates that we will see private testing first, all internal of course, all closed off. And then they'll open that up eventually to us regular gamers, do a closed beta for us sometime late summer. That would be just awesome to hear that they are taking such extensive tests to, really do a stress test on their servers before the game actually releases. That sure would be nice. Destiny did it. Even Call of Duty Black Ops 3 is going to be doing a multiplayer beta, so I wouldn't be surprised if The Division also did this as well. So one thing I have not discussed for The Division is the mission structure. What could we expect in terms of this? Could it be more like Destiny? Would it work more like any MMO where you go and you get tons and tons of fetch quests? I don't want freaking fetch quests, by the way. Well, much like Destiny, I do expect there to be certain resources and goals for specific missions, separated into PvP, co-op, and raids, that sort of thing. Remember Destiny, they have Vanguard missions and Crucible missions, of course, which I think is pretty cool. It sort of forces you around the multiplayer experience, through co-op, PvP, and really makes you experiment with the game. So, maybe perhaps we would see something very similar to The Division, which could dictate how you actually play. So, do I co-op or do I PvP one moment? It depends on the rewards, of course. If you need food or if you need water for your base of operations, maybe you will do more co-op because the rewards will be better in that mode. So perhaps that is the way it will work for The Division. And another thing is, what about trading? We haven't really seen much or heard much about trading, but we have seen, the trade station at the base of operation. It looks like it's accessible. It looks like you can possibly even upgrade it. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if trading was one of the main ways you actually obtain items and gather wealth in this game. Of course, I don't expect wealth to be traditional in the sense that it would be money. This is, mid-crisis New York City. Money would be worthless. So what would be worthwhile to other players? Of course, weapons, food, water, stuff like that. So I would expect to be going to those trade stations and offering up, big items like weapons, unique rare weapons and stuff like that that you have crafted, and in return possibly getting food or water, or in return getting other type of weapons. So I do think that's possibly how the game is going to work. But bam, they put that trade station right there for us to see in that trailer for sure. So it sounds like trade is going to be incorporated heavily into the game. I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. But what about sharing that experience with your group and sharing your trade progression as a group? Now, this would be badass if we actually did see group progression in terms of that trade station. If you sell an item and you earn food, it goes into your group stockpile or something like that. I would really like to see survival as a group in The Division. It would be very cool to see, and working together to make sure that you are active at that trade station at all times. Someone goes offline, you say, make sure we survive, man. Make sure you are at that trade station every now and again getting us food, and then you return to your game world and see to see how your buddies have been doing in that regard. So hopefully they actually implement something like that in The Division. Because, you know, another game that has shared progression between 2 players is Star Wars Battlefront, which is really interesting to see that this mechanic is sort of taking off. So maybe, just maybe, we'll see more and more multiplayer games incorporating a more shared progression system. So I have seen some of your comments about the lack of gameplay, and I don't blame you for being concerned. Yes, there has been an extreme lack of trailers, gameplay information, all of it missing. But, you know, we did get gameplay from Rainbow Six Siege, tons of gameplay, showing off 2 maps and alpha. I don't know, guys. We're still crossing our fingers for a 2015 release date. I'm sure you guys are. Let's hope that that actually happens. Let's hope we see something big at E3 2015. We have to see how these dark zones work. We have to see PvP in action. We've got to see trade. We've got to see customization. There's so much that we actually have to see for the Division for us to really know that this is coming out in 2015. But officially, this game is still coming out in 2015. I would be surprised if it did. Uh-oh, it's time for your top comments. What's that? We've got some top comments for you guys. Remember, as always, submit your comments and questions down below because they could end up right here, pow, in the video. So Nightfall Gaming goes on to say, I want to be able to make my own character in the Division just like in GTA, a blog. And he says, I don't know what that word is, but he does say not to be the same person with each other like Watch Dogs and AC Unity. So I get what he's saying here. He doesn't want everyone to be like an Aiden Pierce or something like that. That is not going to be the case in the Division from what I understand. They aren't really going to be pushing the story in your face with cinematics and stuff like that. It's going to be more through the environment, through their ecosystem and stuff like that. So that leaves us with the possibility of having really good customization, creating your character from scratch. You are your own agent. I believe you will be able to give him a name, of course, or her a name. Remember, there are female agents. Don't forget that. So they aren't neglecting the female audience, of course. So I would expect full customization in this game and to really see your character as your own. Next. And Jasper O'Scary says, I think the game should have a reputation meter and a team-up system and an actual base to defend and to live in. I think it's going to have every single one of those things. The reputation meter, though, I think it's going to be more like leveling your skills and, you know, just leveling like a regular RPG. I don't know if there's going to be a morale system in this game, like good versus evil, or if you have a gray morale system. So, not too sure about that, but the team-up system is definitely going to be in the game, of course. You're going to be teaming up with 3 other players in the game world, plus 1 other player on their mobile device. That could be their little droid buddy helping you out from the sky. So, and then defending your base and living in your base. I'm not too sure if you have to defend your base. God, that would be cool. I really do hope that you have to actively defend your base. You know, you have to go back, make sure everything's okay, make sure everyone's safe. So hopefully that makes it into the game, but we do know that you have to actually capture bases, go in and take them from enemies. But that sounds favorable. I'm not too sure about the whole defending thing, but you can expect to really build up your base throughout the game. But guys, that does it for the video. Thank you, as always, so much for watching. We probably already hit 200,000 subscribers. Wow, on Open World Games. That is crazy. And remember, by the way, I haven't mentioned this to you guys in a while. I wanted to thank you guys by introducing once again our giveaway for Tom Clancy's The Division. When the game releases, we will be giving away a copy for either the PS4, Xbox One, or PC. You guys can choose. Whoever wins gets to choose their platform. You can find out more about this giveaway in the description below. Please be sure to read that and check it out. But guys, seriously, thank you so much for the support here on Open World Games. It means the world to me. We will continue covering The Division and all things open world gaming goodness, so be sure to check back. And thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time.
Alright, the store was empty. I heard that gunfire. Nick, check your map, see if there's anything in the area. critical. Let's head up that way.